All right, so here we are talking about the canyons, and uh, this this map is a little harder to articulate because uh, there's no buildings. It's all changes in elevation or like these canyon columns. Um, but the one defining feature is obviously the center of the map, that big bridge. So uh, you just kind of put it together from there. So I'd argue that there's a weak and strong spawn point on this map too. I'd argue that this point over here is the strong spawn point because it lets you, uh, with I'd argue good cover, get right into center with your bots. Whereas from the weak spawn point, to get into center, uh, it gives the other team a chance to get their range bots in position to to shoot to shoot you trying to get in there. Um, so uh, so that's why I call it a weak spawn point. Um, so let's just kind of like look at the flow of how this map is played. This map like really kind of ends up being uh, a forward and a head-on fighting kind of map. A lot of the fighting happens this way. There's a lot of range bots shooting through the bridge, and a lot of people trying to come in here and get center. Um, so this is kind of like the flow to it. But what's interesting to it, and I just kind of put these like routes here, is that um, basically when you're coming out of the spawn to attack on this map, you're crossing, you're walking into crossfire. Uh, so you're gonna want to be careful on how you enter the battlefield over here. There is this natural feature over here, this like archway that you can approach from behind with good cover, and you can also kind of drop in from this edge of the bridge for some cover, um, before you get to lessen getting shot up in the open. Um, so I definitely like to take my Ancelot directly into center, um, to, to get that really quick and to fight. Something else when the opportunity permits is if you can get over here and pressure and take red's home beacon, then uh, then you can quickly end the match with a beacon lead. So I've certainly noticed that when I lose this map, it's because red is able to continuously take uh, this home beacon. Uh, so you want to watch out for that. All right, so kind of areas that are like strategic to be on this map. Um, we'll talk about this one first. That if you can get an Ancelot or an Ancelorc in here behind center, this is a great place to be, at least from the strong spawn point, because everyone has to come around the bridge to try to take you out, which puts you at an advantage to shoot them as soon as they're visible. But if you're from the weak spawn point, that means that you're getting fired on you know, from one of these directions. So it's advantageous to try to take this spot to get the beacon, but then retreat back over here behind this column. Like there's no, you don't need to stay here with a lot of head-on fighting. Um, I guess if you have Terrans, you can kind of continuously fire back there. But I've got a lot of Orkans, so I might come out here and hit really hard, but then try to rush back here to safety and recharge. And again, just there's nothing wrong with retreating for safety. I mean, you want to have the upper hand, so um, you know, don't go further than you can find a safe place to reload. All right, again, shooting behind this column, this like archway structure is great because you can shoot directly under the bridge, and you can also shoot to the other side of the bridge if red is there, and you can also shoot towards their you can shoot towards uh, their beacon over here and pick off people that are hiding around their bridge on this side. And right by that area of the bridge that I moved, there's another green circle, and there's kind of a berm, a hill that is also great to shoot from. It gives you great cover to shoot into Red's beacon right there. And when you clear that out, it's where you're going to want to move from to take their beacon. And then there's another spot just to the right of that, another green area, and that's kind of a good flanking spot if you can get to kind of creep in and shoot into the spawn. If you can't pressure that beacon right away, this might be another one of the next places you can get, and then wait for teammates to get to the little hill by the bridge, and you can collectively work forward from there. So special opportunities on this map, getting this side beacon of the red team is great. So I mean, I usually try to clear our side of center first, and then with that, try to start clearing out the other side of the bridge, and that's where some Tri-Fury support helps a lot, or another teammate. Again, all right. So I'm recording this outside because it's such a beautiful day. You got birds chirping, all kinds. This should be an interesting break from the explosions we get in War of Robots all the time. All right. So taking the enemy's side beacon is like a second phase strategy after center. And if we're able to take those, then I mean you end the game on Canyon super fast. And again, if they're gonna just bring in a ton of range bots, then it makes it easy to come snag these beacons, and it's gonna force them to jump out of the range bots if they want to do anything about it. All right, so from our spawn position, these are kind of like the great sniper spots to be in. Um, from the strong spawn, um, these are some good positions because you can shoot into the enemy as they're coming into the onto the field and trying to get around, uh, you know, around the bridge to attack us. And I think from the weak or strong spawn point, these are also two good positions to be, because you can shoot, clear into, under the bridge and past the bridge, and then also to provide cover to people trying to work on the enemy's side beacon. And you can argue it'd be great to have, a sniper in either place. Uh, I still prefer to brawl on this map, but having sniper cover definitely is helpful and handy here. But again, you're not going to want to have four people running range bots at a time. You're just not going to be able to get the beacons and hold the territory you need, and usually you're going to realize it too late to make a difference. So, you know, 1 to 2 range bots maybe in the beginning if you want. I mean, you can still start with 6 brawlers, but you don't want to start with, you know 3 or 4 range bots in the beginning. And still, you're going to be careful even if you get out to the early lead, because you brawl at the beginning and then everybody gets in a range bot to try to just like pick off people easily. I've been plenty of matches where that's happened, and we've lost the game because we get campers coma going, and realize too late that uh, we got to go get beacons. But by that point, red is completely nested into the red zone, and we can't get him out fast enough to make a difference. All right, so that's Canyon, and then these are like the areas to defend. We'll start up here by the spawn point. Like, you need to be able to protect this beacon from getting taken, and you're not really going to have someone stand in this area too much, um, it, unless there's constant attack over here. But when you get down towards the bridge, this lower area, you can't get back up. So I mean, I guess if you're in a griff, that's going to be the best place to kind of put a griff, is kind of around this archway area, where you can kind of shoot from cover under the bridge and above the bridge, but you can also jump back over here to help protect your own side beacon. And then you're going to want to do what you can to defend center. I mean, there'll be a lot of brawling going on down here. You definitely want to have a mix of missile bots and energy weapon robots and cover work in this area. Uh, I'd also argue that you want to defend, be ready to defend this area. I'll make it a little bit smaller here. But there's a lot of teams that are good at being sneaky. They try to come over here to flank out the camper bots and to try to take this beacon. So you want to be mindful of this, but you're really going to want to be really tough managing these areas. So, again, I just think that this is kind of like to me, like this is kind of like the nature of how this map works. Um, and I think if you understand these things, you can still play it pretty intuitively. Uh, I mean, I don't even check the sneaky cam anymore, because I just kind of have a strategy that works for me on this, and it's that simple. I jump in the Antilork and go straight to center and defend that, and then I come back to center to help clean out both sides of the wall if I can. And if that's going well, then I try to come over here and take the other team's side beacon, and that's I mean, that's that's it in a nutshell. I do those things well, and I win this map most of the times. Um, exceptions to this is, I mean, at all times, if you notice a different weakness in the red team, then exploit that. But these are just some basics of playing this map that I've developed, and they seem to work well for me in clan play and as well in solo play. Um, and that's great because if you know how to play the map really well, then you can help ensure that certain things get done that need to. But then if you know how to, like how to responsibly attack this beacon, then it kind of leads the path for the other solo players on your team to be like, oh man, he's gonna go get that, so I'm gonna go support him. All right, so that is canyons. Oh, and let me say this too. So you see, there's two flows uh, of battle, just forward and backwards, up and down that channel. And then as far as like attacking, I think the most efficient, best paths to attack are pretty much just going to center and going to the other team's side beacon. At which point, this is kind of two routes, two flows, so it kind of leads itself to another two groups of three. So have three working center continuously, and three working to grab that beacon continuously, and everybody has to be mindful of their own side beacon and hang around and defend that. Like you can't go to center duty or bridge duty while your side home beacon is under attack. All right, so can't just do diagrams. Got to watch some actual footage. So here we go from the strong spawn point. Strong spawn point because it's also close to that. So your near beacon is close, and it's the closest path to center. So that's great. And then, so boom, got their center, got it, and then gonna work anyone that comes around the edge. Boom, down. Alright, keep turning the chest plate to face the Zeus to lessen damage. Alright, no one's really pressing right there, so now I'm gonna start working the other side of the bridge. And like, no one's really over here either. So I got some range bots playing, so I'm just gonna move back and get some cover on the bridge and move right to this little hill and try to clear red out from here to then try to take the side beacon. So, mining the bridge. Alright, we've got three people over here, so we've got some good numbers in attacking position. And I'm just going to come in here and help us get this. Looks like three of us came in at the same time. But this is definitely red zone. I'll eventually get taken out of here. But, we kind of cut into a lot of bots collectively. Alright, so it was good that we got that because center... Oh, look at that. Oh, it's a different clip. Alright, so from the weak strong point, a longer march into center, and also taking on a lot of that straight ahead fire that happens in the flow of this game. So retreating back to this column, to this archway, and shooting from there to regroup and charge back up. You want to attack at the best possible moment. You don't want to commit to destroying a bot and keep running forward until you're dead. That's just not good gameplay. So definitely go down, brawl on the wall. Got another clip going in, and I definitely want to get back in here, but there's a lot of red to the right hand side. So I'm gonna shoot from cover. I got the upper hand on the high ground, and it's hard for them to target me from behind the bridge over there. And I'm gonna stay in this area until it's cleared out. Can't go on center duty or attack duty until and clear and defend our side beacon. Alright, I see some guys over on the left-hand side there. We've got center. And they've got no one in center. They're all playing back. 1 range bot, 2 range bots. So 3 range bots there. Alright, so we got their side beacon. And then, I mean, they gave up tons of real estate, letting us all advance forward here. So now we've got 4 beacons. And standing behind this column, boom. All right. Yet again, just making sure that people are going to get the beacons before I rush into center. I make sure you get those. All right, so I'm pretty sure that guy's going to go get that. So approaching center from behind this column, so reducing shots I can take before I even get in there, so protecting me from these range bots. Shooting in from a distance. I do see a lance coming down there. Stay here on center and shoot around, but being positioned on this hill. Try to wear down those shields before that Lancelot gets in there. Try to get a Fury. It came in a little too close. Did a good job of backing up. I probably didn't need to come out that far to attack, but just trying to make the most of what I've got left here. Be able to kill a bot and then chip into that Galahad. Still just letting these Orcans max up. Got splashed out. Obviously, there's a lot of Lancelot play. I definitely enjoy playing the Lancelot. But I mean, its advantage with the Ansel Shield is that it can, it lasts long. The Ansel Shield protects against projectiles and missiles, and the Physical Shield protects against energy. So yeah, it's super slow, but it lasts on the battlefield a while if you play it well. So just came across to their far home beacon, and this is a mismatch for just the Galahad. So I took it on. Now I'm going to try to retreat back, just running backwards. I got stuck on the edge of the building. I got taken out. But it would have lasted longer if I didn't get hooked up on that. But I'm definitely getting better at playing in reverse without looking behind me. Alright, so here we are pressuring beyond the bridge. Getting cover behind this column. Definitely getting shot up over here. Here we go. Some death button clips. And it's, you know, it's the same fare, just hit on the other side of the bridge. Not the best shot right there, but you know, the Griffin doesn't have a physical shield, so don't want to expose it too much and get it hemmed up too bad. we go. Hoping to clean bots. And I think we try to get a jump in here, but the game's going to end. Yep, but oh, and a teammate was on it as well. But yeah, I mean, this is like basic strategy. Lockdown center, pressure red side home beacon, and just, you know, rinse and repeat. All right, what we got going on here? All right, so this time I'm going to start with the Fury, and if you get Fury duty, then you should be getting this beacon. I think people are just going to rush in and assume that you're going to get it, so definitely go get it. Don't just start walking in. So this is like the classic angle to shoot with the Fury. You just get clear views of both sides of the bridge and start shooting away. You want to keep moving to make it harder to hit, and to change up the spot that you're in. So it makes it harder for red to track you. But if you stay in the same place, then if someone is targeting you, they're going to line it up and then just hit you before you know it. Alright, so just waiting for those shields to go down a little bit more before I hit them. Alright, lost those shots in the hill. Yeah, it's tough. There's certain shots that look wide open, but there is just a little bit of an elevation issue that makes things difficult. Alright, so I'm trying to lay into these guys. They just took our side beacon. Definitely not good. And this is a reason why I don't like playing the Fury too much, because I definitely like the defensive role, but I like, you know, brawling that and moving from defense to offense. And so definitely getting some good shots in here. And I think, am I the only person in a range bot? If so, that's okay. I mean, as aggressive as red is playing over here, if we were in another one or two range bots, it might be even more difficult for us to win, because red is doing a good job of taking space away from us and pressuring center and our side beacon. Got the laser bots. All right, thank you. Not really saying too much, but this is what happens. You get, like, you know, campers coma. You just kind of waiting for your weapons to reload and just kind of looking left and right and, you know, trying to figure out what's going on. Alright, I think this Zeus Carnage is going to take me out. Alright, cool. Went down over there. Here's another Trident Fury clip, but from a different vantage point. Where I just walked past, it's got a good spot to kind of shoot under the bridge from a different angle. And then obviously coming over this way allows you to shoot into their backfield from another angle, which is good. Alright, again, if I was in a brawling bot, I would have been able to take that lance head on, but because I'm in this thing, I gotta take a few shots, wait 10 seconds, stay under cover. Fortunately, we got him down. That's kind of a tough place. It just isn't necessarily the right bot for those types of moments. I do like even going further to the right if I can to snipe over there. I don't know. I prefer to put my camper bot in spots that are risky. I'll definitely get some good shots off for a while, but I will get taken out. And that's good because then I get to get right back up in here and start fighting on the ground again and trying to shorten the battlefield. So in this case, this is a slightly different approach. Instead of getting their side beacon, I'm pressing them further over here. And I think every time you play the game, it's important to try different things. I think it's good to have a game plan, and I think it's good to experiment and try new things. All right, so backing up to stay alive. I don't need to take on 4 people at a time. And then retreating to this spot to help defend this beacon and try to take out some of those creepers. Hopefully I get this before that little laser bot gets me. It's like a Trident Carnage took me out over there. Just outside of range, and I came down this hill partially and was able to juice back up it, so maybe you still can climb back up that. Maybe you got to use the rush ability. But that's something that I just noticed. I didn't think that I was able to do that. So back over here, defending side beacon, do not leave that open. You're going to lose a ton of games if you're not watching that. Alright, so side beacon cool. Start clearing out center. Take center. Our other team's almost mech'd out, so it should be over soon. And with these Lancelots, you want to approach them head on and get inside their Ansel shield before you shoot them with Orkans. You will definitely trade damage, but the stronger Lance wins that one. Alright, strong spawn again. Teammates took center already. It's great. And the fast bots. Checking ranges. And then just corner shooting my way on down there. Like, you don't need to expose your bot all the way. You shouldn't expose your bot all the way. So this is a great little corner shooting area. So getting out of harm's way. Shooting up some more bots. Come back over here to cover. Try to hold the center beacon. Got a little too rough, had to back out. Tipped to that, went down, but definitely helped hold position well. So corner shoot around that bridge where you can. Don't just expose yourself all the way. I mean, I know I'm in a heavily shielded bot, but you should be doing everything you can with every single bot you have to maximize the duration of that bot and maximize the time you can stay on the battlefield. Just trying to regain center. Another person jumped out, ran away, so didn't get hit by every one of those Orkans, even though it wasn't perfectly lined up. So good piloting. And just look for people that are getting too close. Alright, got shot up by a bunch of people. Oh, look, another Lance clip. Yeah, I'm front running 4 Lancelots, 2 with Ansels, 2 with Thunders. Obviously, you run whatever build you're most effective with. I tend to play aggressive defense and kind of like a positioning style type of game. I'm not just full out offense. So this build works. These bots work best for me in the way that I'm playing right now. I think in this game we all go through different phases of favorite bots and favorite builds and what style to play and how many different roles to play. Like, I don't think I have a range bot in my hangar at the moment. So there we are. I put that clip in there just to show we gotta watch out for creepers coming around that backside. Because they definitely do. They're hard to get out. Alright, so there's a bunch of us over here in position to work their side beacon, but all of us defended that as well. One bot left, would have had it, but good teamwork. Alright, so from the weak spawn into center. Not where I wanted to use all my Orkans on those shields, but had to. But backed out of there for safety. Alright, 2 Tri-Furies back there, but no one defending this beacon. So even though I would have liked to stay to protect center, you know, you can't pass up some of these opportunities to take an easy side beacon. I would have gone on to take out those Furies, but this spider bot spawned right in front of me, so I'm going to take it head on and hit it with the Orkans, and I got shot up by a bunch of people. And I mean, I will belabor these clips. I'm just trying to point out just how this works, that, you know, the nature of this is that there's straight ahead fire up and down this bridge the entire game. That's kind of like the flow of the fire. But then there's this like crossfire works where you got to cross that and work your way from capturing center over here to the hill, and then clearing out this side, and then if you can, taking the side home beacon, enabling you to attempt to get 4 beacons and run the other team's energy meter down. Alright, and team's playing well, helping them out with over the bridge. You know, I know the nature of how this map plays, so I'm just moving myself over here. I'm not really trying to pressure them in any other spots. I'm just charging up, and I will take him head on before I shoot anything. I get inside that bubble. Boom. Just like that. So I did get blown up, but that's, I mean, that's how you take out a an ants a lot. Alright, so getting tied up on all these damn range bots back there. But, I mean, these things are even more important to know when your team starts with like a ton of range bots. So I was going to go for that beacon for second, but came here to get second, and I noticed there was a teammate to my left who might have been able to take that, so I came back here. I mean, of the two, this one's more important. Alright, so we have 3, so this means that, I guess, one of our home beacons is down, because we should have 4. Alright, there we go. So it looks like the radio's on our side beacon. Oh, the mythical Gepard. Don't see much of these, but certainly brings back fond memories of early gameplay. Still have a couple level 3 Gepards hanging out in my hangar, well, in the inventory. Never planned, but used to love that bot. Alright, and this is a long clip. I'm going to let this play, but this is kind of like all of the things. So I'll talk to this one as well, but straight to center. Grab this, and hopefully someone else is going to get another home beacon. Alright, looks like this Rhino might take it. I'm just going to clear out this wall. Corner shooting. Good corner shooting. Team took that out. Grab center. Oh. There we go. Oh, that was our side beacon. We gotta recapture that. So, I mean, remember, gotta play D on that, and this is why it's good to come to Brawl, because if people come across that early, you might not be able to take them out with with the range bot. Alright. And then I'm coming back here to kind of help try to protect this this Fury. Alright. So protected a teammate. Corner shooting. Helping out some more. Back in the battlefield behind this column for support. Corner shooting around that. We've got center. And there's a creeper going to our side beacon. No one else is over there, so I'm crossing the entire battlefield to help out. So, you know, it's not just full-time offense. You gotta switch roles continuously throughout a game. So now I'm over here, and I see there's no one on their far home beacon. So I'm thinking about working my way over there. I can't cross this. I gotta wait for people to get closer. Corner shooting with the Orkans. And it's a stalker. He's behind that column. Kind of corner shot into nothing. Stalker's preoccupied. I'm gonna work my way up here, and I'm just gonna play cat and mouse with these guys really quick. Alright, pick that Rhino up. A little help from some friends. Waiting for his cloaking to go down. Splash them out. I was going to go behind that column, but thought it might take too long for them to get there. And I think I almost get this. Oh, and got it. You know, so what's that? Remember the 3-minute mark? That was all in one damn robot. So, you know, there's obviously tons of ways to play this. This is just kind of the flow that I've found to this. So I kind of work from, from what I think the nature of this map is, and it helps me make better decisions on the battlefield. Now, this is how to play this map intuitively. Obviously, really strong clans that have really organized strategies on this can employ like a lot more complex stuff, and of course, if you're on comms, you can do even more. But I love solo play, and these are the tips I use to guide my solo play on this map. I love it. I think Canyons is fantastic. So I hope these tips help you. If you enjoyed this, like it up, subscribe, god damn it. And I'm going to be posting more of these, so stay tuned. Stay awesome. Woo woo!